Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing another test. This is a little bit different. I've had this idea in my head. I think I might have done it once before, but I can't find the video for the life of me. So basically, I'm going to use half of the suspending base, half of the normal clear base. But when I make it in the loaf, I'm going to cut it lengthwise. So I'm going to be cutting it down the loaf, and then each bar will be on the sides rather than cutting it acrossways. And that way, I think I'm going to get a different pattern, because with this test, I'm going to pour one color in one side and one color in the other side, bit by bit. So I'm going to pour a little bit and then another color, pour a little bit and another color until it's right at the top. And then I'm going to get a chopstick and go through it. Back and forth, back and forth. So when I cut it, it should be a different pattern. So for the fragrance, I'm going to be using black raspberry and vanilla. This is one of my favorites. I'm going to be using flamingo neon as my pink. And then for my liquid dyes, I'm going to be using purple and violet. And I've already mixed the two, and that's the color I'm getting. I'm going to cut this up, microwave it, and then I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so let's check this temperature. It is 135, which is 57°C. So not quite there at the moment. Okay, let's check the temperature. So it's 132, which is 55. So this will probably be a really good time to add the fragrance and then split it up, and that way it will cool together. So my fragrance is going to be about 25 mils, which is about 2%, just over 2%, because I've added a little bit more. There's about 1250 grams in here now, because I want to work with a little bit more rather than less than what I need. I'm going to add 25 grams. I went over 27. It's between 2.5 and 3% fragrance. That's okay. So this can take up to 5%, this base. So it's perfectly fine. It's very strong though. I find that 2 is perfect, but you can go to 5 if you want. So I'm going to mix this in and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so each of these containers weighs around about 45 grams. So I'm just going to reset it, and then I'm going to pour 550 grams in each one and see what we've got left over. 550. There's 550 in that one. Okay, so there's 550 in that one. So roughly equal. And then I'll just put a little bit in each one. Eyeball it. So this one's going to be my pink, and this one's going to be the violet / purple. So a little bit of rubbing alcohol. And then the pink mica goes in it. I want a strong pink for this. I think we can all agree that a strong pink is really good in a soap. So that's going in. Oh yeah. Okay, so I've already mixed up this one. 1 drop of purple and 1 drop of violet. So hopefully it's enough. Yeah, that looks really good. It's see-through, it's clear, unlike this one, which will be a solid color. So hopefully you'll be able to see through this one into this one. Okay, mix this pink in. So now this becomes a solid color, where this one is a transparent. So we have our fragrance added, we have our color added. Now we just need to get to the right temperature so we can pour them. Okay, so that one is 125, which is 51, and that's 123, which is 51. Perfect. I think it's time to pour. Still very liquid though. I think I might wait a little bit more. So I might try and get them down to about 120 if I can. I'll just keep stirring them. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so that one's hit 118 and that one is at 117. So I think I'm ready to pour. So I'm going to make this side purple and this side pink. seem like it did anything, but I can see there that that pink is being pulled around and that purple is being pulled into the pink, and so underneath it should be different. So I'm just going to spray the top of that. So I'm going to melt down the pink, melt down the purple, and then I'm going to put them on top. Okay, so I've melted those two down. Just going to spray the top, and I'm going to pour the pink in on the purple side. Let's do the purple side now. A bit more of the pink. Okay, it's going to spray the top, get rid of all the bubbles. I'm just going to use a tiny little skewer and just sort of go back and forth, but only on the top. I'm not trying to change underneath. Okay, so I'll be back to cut this in just a minute. Okay, so it's the next morning and I'm going to unmold this. That's the bottom. So purple on one side, pink on the other. It's got like little tiger stripes. Oh, I'm so looking forward to cutting this one up. So when I cut this, I'm going to cut one bar that way, and then I'm going to cut a couple of bars down the center. Okay, so the first things first, we've got to cut off the end piece. So I'm just going to make a little line so I have my end cut. So that's the end piece. So that's what it looks like. So I'm going to cut this bar and then we'll see what it's like the other way. So this ruler is exactly 1 inch wide. So I just put it on the end, make a mark, and that's where I cut. Looks pretty good to me. I love that. That cave depth that you can see into the soap. So if I did them as two micas, you wouldn't get that 3D look. It would just be flat. So that's why I used the clear base. So the width of this soap is 5.5 centimeters. So I'm going to measure out 5.5 centimeters. So basically I'm going to cut it like that. So because this is 5.5 centimeters, it's not 1 inch, it's a little bit wider. So I've got a marking, not sure if you can see that. There's a marking across there, and then one down the center, and therefore I have 2 bars. I like it. That looks great. I might do that again. The last little block is only 5 centimeters wide, so I can't get two soaps out of it, so I'm just going to do the normal inch wide soap. And then I'll have that piece for myself. So how cool is that? Alright, so this turned out great. It did, however, make larger bars. So as you can see, I've only got 8 bars here and a little bit of sample left over. So that would have been equivalency of another bar. But these bars are slightly larger than my normal bars because they're cut on a different angle, and therefore they become slightly larger. I'm extremely happy with that. I'd definitely like to try this again, but maybe add a third color. So one color on one side, another color on another side, and another color in the middle. And just to change it up a little bit so you can see that swirl a little bit more. Let me know in the comments below if you would have added another color, what would it be? So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.